Hello, welcome to Black Metal and Brews, a program in which I'm never quite as ready as I would like to be to talk with you. Like, I can already see the mess behind me that looks far worse than it is. It's literally all cassette tapes, but I'm judging myself for that anyway. If you are here watching, that's cool, but you're probably not, because I didn't really do much advanced promotion for this or anything. I just threw up a tweet, a few hours ago saying, hell with it, I'm going to do this. And then I threw up a tweet 20 seconds ago saying, okay, this is happening now. But that's for the best, because I don't know. Oh, I need to send someone a text and say, hello, I'm going live on YouTube. There we go. Well, maybe I'll be harassed by some English people. It's always hard to say. Well, I mean, I've invited the harassment, to be fair. Okay, so let's see. Let's get this set up. Close out a bunch of my other browser tabs so that this runs smoothly. Cool. And there we are. So it is Tuesday, the 9th of February, the year 2021, and I'm going to put on a tape and drink a beer, and we can hang out. It can be as exciting or as dull as you decide, because I have precious little to share. I just thought, it'd be nice. I regained access to some of the components I used to do this, so I was like, yeah, fuck it, we're gonna do it. What are we gonna listen to today, guys? What do you think we should hear? Oh, look at that! I got yo, what's up, Kaylee? Glad you're here, and hell yeah, fuck work. Dude, yeah, it's so I saw this shirt. I think my friend Ify posted it. She makes music as foie gras. Which is a very wholesome, musical alias. I think she posted it a month ago or something, and I decided I was just I'm fucking getting this, just going chaos. So we're gonna. I got today's tapes. Got some stuff from my friends at Hausu Mountain recently. Fuck it, we're gonna promote their newest thing, or a newest thing. This is Wobbly with a popular monetress. The downside of doing this is on a computer, of course, is that the computer's reflecting back on itself here. But it's a cool tape. The House and Mountain art style I just absolutely love in general. I want to say Max does all of it, or most of it at least. And so this is I forget the name of the guy who performs as Wobbly. Maybe it'll say in here. He's a member of Negative Land, and just generally, this is a wild one. I only listened a little bit because I really was waiting for the tape to come in. I need to get fucking glasses. I can't read any of this. This is peak. Too young to be this old shit. And yeah, Hausu is fucking wonderful. We love them. Oh, hey! I guess I must have put the wrong side of that tape in. Okay, let's try again. There we go. Sounds like it's actually turning. My tape deck is also dying because I own so many things that just barely work. Yeah. I love me some plunderphonic shit. Is it glitchy? Is it broken? No, it's meant to be that way. That's my shit. The beer, this is probably way too much alcohol for me to have. I didn't even feel like drinking. I was nauseous 2 hours ago because I got dizzy. I was playing Portal and I got so dizzy. I don't know if it's because the shit frame rate or what, but I was just oh, I feel like an old person on a boat. So I had to lie down. So now I'm having alcohol because I'm making great life decisions today. So let's see. But yeah, this beer is called Local Boy. It's made by Suarez family. I think I had 3 or 4 bottles of it that I got last year, and this is my last one. Using it on a good occasion. Fucking like the Martinelli's apple cider almost. Which, to be fair, I would drink the shit out of some of that. I don't even need the booze. Yeah, dude. Oh god, Katamari is like the most euphoric gaming experience. So like that's worth it. I would get sick for Katamari. But yeah, I've learned that I can only play Portal for like 15 minutes at a time now, which is not how it used to be. It's not fair. Dude, it's good to see you in here, Chris. Hello. You may have gone to that brewery. Everything that isn't New York City is upstate as far as I'm concerned, because I don't know fucking anything. But yeah, they're upstate. Where's it located? Livingston, New York, if that's a place that exists. They're in Livingston. They make fantastic beers. Now I'm thinking about Katamari. I played like the entirety of Katamari at a friend's house, 2006 or something. Like, yeah. It's crazy. I still remember it was like a party, but like a bunch of like sober video game nerd kids partying. But they gave me free food and we played Katamari. It was honestly an amazing day. That's tasty. Okay, almost in Hudson. I've never been to Hudson. The only places I've been in New York that are not New York City are Beacon, because there's like the little art museum there with the spider that fills up a whole room, and you know it was easy to get to. And then I don't even know where, somewhere in Westchester where my uncle happens to live, which you know is like a complete abstraction to me. There's just trees, and you take a train there, and then my uncle picks me up at the train station and is like, "Oh, I haven't seen you in a long time because you're a wayward disappointment to the family, and we only see you when we have to." I prefer it that way, to be fair. Not talking shit on my uncle. He's a nice guy. He's like 70. Yeah. I'm waiting for like the serious black metalers to join in and hear me listening to this and be really concerned. I'm like got my Kate Bush shirt and my like cut up cassette. This is like living, fucking thriving. Yeah, let's see. Well, the English people are not here, but so if you watched the last stream I did, that wasn't me reading. I've read a couple books. I drank a beer. We were celebrating my friend Tony, who lives in London, his father waking up after being in a medically induced coma from COVID, which he was in a dire way. It didn't look good. Tomorrow that guy goes the fuck home. I am so excited. So this is a beer for Tony's dad, even though Tony's probably asleep because it's like after midnight in London. So if you know the band Ithaca, Tony's fiance is the singer, Jamila. Jamila usually comes on my streams to ruin everything with me because she is like my sister in chaos. You know, if you see them on social media, send them love. If you don't see them on social media, follow them because they're sweethearts. They're cuties. And they send me drunken messages on WhatsApp in which Tony tries to speak Spanish to me because he learned that I speak Spanish. And hearing someone with an English accent speak Spanish is like one of the greatest joys in the world to me now. I didn't know that was a thing. But oh my god, that's a fucking thing. Like if you haven't heard someone from London trying to you know deliver basic Spanish sentences, it is amazing to me. I think Ithaca is an amazing band. Yeah, they're really cool. They make me happy. It's the sort of shit that like if I'd heard that when I was 16, they would have been my favorite band. not that they're not high up there now, but like that would have been like you know what I mean, like that was exactly my shit. Circa like 2002, 2003, and they're fucking nailing it here, like nearly 20 years later, doing the exact like that exact thing, but like also making it their own. Also, Jamila got a mullet because she wanted to look more like me. So I got to give credit where it's due. Yeah, I think it's interesting. Like I know some people didn't have a hardcore youth. For me, like I went from Linkin Park to hardcore. And then like I found everything else. I didn't understand genres. I was 15, so you don't have like a sense of like, oh, I'm going to this. I'm sure some kids do, especially now with the internet. But like the internet was dial-up at that point, so just like I ended up going to shows that happened to be hardcore shows, falling in love with music that happened to be hardcore music. It has very good youth energy, but also it has big bully energy and. Fuck that. Too much macho. If there had been shows like this when I was in high school, I would have gone to these too, though, to be fair. I was a weird fucking kid. Like, I think I was weirder when I was straight edge than now that obviously I'm not. Yeah, I had a weird ass broken brain. I still do, but I barely even consumed caffeine as a kid. Like, just to say, you don't need it when you're young and strange. I listened to too much mindless self-indulgence, which is kind of the same thing, though. Did everybody do that, though? Like, I feel like everybody who's, like, my general age had way too much of an MSI thing. Yeah, see, oh, man. The height of Earth crisis. Yeah, that threw me off too because there is that Ithaca, New York. Oh my god. I think I stopped being straight edge when I was like 19. I have a drug addiction and alcoholism run in the family, and I was really afraid of becoming that. I don't remember what I thought as a teenager. I don't believe that I ever thought I'd be that way forever. But I wanted to know that I could find my way in the world without, being a substance user of any sort. And once I realized that I was totally good and fine on my own, like I had friends that fucking partied and I didn't, and it was like, okay, well, I'll have a beer, 45 is not old, Chris. That is, we're not playing that game. I'm not allowed to say how old my ex is, but she's not old and she's in your general vicinity. I think old is a state of mind, though. So maybe you are old, but I hope you're not. You don't seem old to me when we interact. I'll be 34 soon, and I'm not ready to be old. I think I'm younger than I was 5 years ago, honestly. I don't know if that's a good thing. It just is. Can you hear the tape at all? If it sounds like it's clipping in and out, that's because it is, because that's what it's meant to do. But like, I can't tell if the noise is transmitting because I'm not catching this. Hell yeah, you're not old mentally or socially. At first I read that as I'm not old mentally or sorcerer, which would be really cool too. You are a sorcerer. Amber, you know what? You just turned 28 and I will give you that. You might actually be an old person, but I like that about you. So, so that's good. Fuck, my thing's glitching right. It does sound very weird. It is very weird. This is Wobbly. It's on Housey Mountain, and I showed it off earlier, but I'll show it again. The tape looks like this. So like fucking A. It's it looks like it sounds kind of. Came from my friends at Hausu Mountain. I love this thing. This is a sticker, I believe, and I'm never gonna put it on anything because I just want to keep it forever. I don't want to use this. Doug, Max, if you're watching this, send me all your stickers. Like, I want more of them so I can use a sticker, and then I can also keep a sticker. And send stickers. At least to Kaylee too, who's watching, because I know that she said, Hausu is always great. So we need more Hausu Mountain stickers spread out in the world. Everybody deserves a little weirdness. Like, I love Hausu Mountain so much that I will ignore their Grateful Dead fish type obsession. Maybe they're not into fish. I don't know about fish, actually. I'm not trying to judge. But like, Grateful Dead is one of those bands that I know so many people love the Grateful Dead. I've even tried looking up like weird bootlegs and shit. It does nothing for me. I appreciate the spirit, I guess, but like, I can't, man. I fucking can't. It's like, I mean, it's like the Steely Dan thing, where it's like, okay, I can get that this is theoretically good on some level, but there's no part of me that is wired to appreciate that. I mean, I say as I'm listening to this, so who fucking knows? It's not like there's no wrong way to do it. Like, I just know what works for me. Yeah. Give Kaylee them sticks. Yeah, no, I love stickers, but I'm one of those people. I have so many because I never put them on anything because I never want to. Like I always thought, oh, when I get an instrument, I'll put them on my instrument, and then I got a bass, and it's too cool looking. It's slime green. I'm not putting something on that bass. Thank you. We do not need to appreciate the Grateful Dead or Steely Dan. But I'm also not going to throw hate at my friends that do. You recently listened to some of the famous Grateful Dead Cornell live set, and you liked it. Like, did they play with Chris Cornell, or was this like? I don't understand. I'm sure that's not what the context is, and I'm misreading this, but don't they have like John Mayer playing with them now or some shit? Like, I have so many friends that are like Deadheads, and it's like, I don't even think that most of them do interesting drugs. Maybe they do. Like, maybe they're just like, oh, Ben, I'm not telling Ben about my extracurricular activities. But like, seriously. But yeah. Okay, at Cornell. That was my next guess, I guess. Okay, in the late 60s. Yeah, and I guess I feel like, man, even my dad, who's like the age to where that was like his thing, is not about that shit. Or maybe he is, and he's pretending not to because he wants to impress me. I don't know. I feel every time I talk to my dad, he just reminds me that he saw Roxy Music and Devo. It's like we've hit that point where we've known each other long enough that it's just like a broken record now. My dad's like, oh, and did he see? I don't even fucking know if he saw Devo. He just tells me about Devo. Like, oh, when I saw Roxy Music in 1972, I said, yes, you saw Roxy Music. I mean, I made him talk about that on YouTube with me last year. So it's kind of my fault too. But also, when you don't have a strong relationship with somebody, it's easier to focus on the things that don't matter, right? Right. Chris, you'll never be forgiven for this grievous error you've made on when the Grateful Dead played Cornell University. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Like, I'm always open when people want to send me shit. Be like, oh, you should check out this. Like, I mean, I say that within reason. If I know you and respect you and we have an understanding, then, then if you tell me you think I'd like something, I will probably check it out. I've given the Grateful Dead probably 5 or 6 hours more than I should have for my liking. Woo! You know, but like I don't know, man. I feel bad. I was just trying to say that I love House of Mountain so much that I give them a pass on that. That's all I'm saying. I even when they post little memes about Love and Jerry, I hit like on them because I love them. Like those are like my buddies. I care about them as people and I want them to be happy. And I'm sitting here talking shit on like their favorite band. I don't know if Natalie is a deadhead. I'm afraid of finding out. I just talk about Bjork with her, and we're very happy on that wavelength, and I don't need to know more. She did like Natalie is Tal Sounds. She did the coolest Bjork cover, like in one of those like quarantine festival things. Like if anybody could do it, it's fucking her. It was so neat. I love that everybody involved with Good Will Smith and House of Mountain dearly. Because of quarantine, I bought a lot of nicer audio equipment this year. That makes sense. Like I do think that, I mean, a lot of the heavy metal that I enjoy at least can be listened to on dog shit equipment because it's like a shitty tinny black metal tape where it's just like, you know, and like it's not meant to be like a high fidelity experience. So listening to that through a laptop speaker, does it fucking matter? No, not really. But then there's shit that I really like that absolutely is like headphone music. So that's why I get that. I mostly don't listen to metal. Like I love heavy metal, but because like it's been 8.5 years now that I've been writing about it. I first started seeing heavy metal bands 15 years ago. Like and I was listening to it obviously for years before that. I've reached a point where I really, really need it to impress me. And also like I grew up loving other things always. And I think, you know, getting more involved, I want more things to refresh me. So like I spend a lot of time listening to shit like this, or and there's one tape I really, really want to talk about that I can't because we'll talk about it soon. There's a tape that I got like a few copies of for me and a couple of my friends in my little social circle, and one of those friends, who I will call by name because she's not watching anyway, Irene, our dear friend, the Black Metal Pastry Chef. You still have yet to get your Christmas and now birthday gifts from me, even though you live near me. We will fight. No, she's a very, very busy person. But I've been wanting to talk about this one tape because it's so cool. I sent it to my friends Caitlin and Nathan in New Jersey as part of their Christmas package. It's so good. It's not metal, but it's so cool. Anyway, I mean, whatever. I'll be able to talk about it when Irene gets hers. Because I don't want to spoil the surprise, but it's really fucking cool. And then I can gush about it on social media and like tell everybody how cool it is. But yeah, I feel like heavy metal is almost, when it's right, it's so fucking right for me, and it's like coming home. But I sift through a lot of shitty heavy metal, whereas like with other genres, I'm not sifting through the garbage. I'm only like picking from the best of it. But like because of what I do with heavy metal, like I feel an deeper and like, you know, work my way through things that are truly atrocious to find the good stuff that nobody else is looking at. You know, hit or miss, I guess. Oh well. But yeah, let's see. I'm going to be right back. I've got to go pee already because I've been chugging big water today. So it looks like there's plenty of tape left, so this won't die in the next minute and a half. Janthony, it's good to see you. I'm running to pee real quick, buddy. And all of you. So feel free to dip out or get yourself a glass of water or something. In fact, I should get a glass of water too, shouldn't I? Anyway, yeah, I'll see you in a second. Okay. Now that everybody has left, now that nobody's watching, I can resume in peace. This is true. I stay hydrated, and I also got distracted because I had something in my teeth that I actually can't fucking get out because I'm a genius, but you can't see it. That's all that matters to me. I don't give a shit about my dental health or my mental health. I just want to look pretty. So let's see. What's the topic of the day? What's today's newsworthy event? I mean, there's a lot of dumb shit. Did you guys see the video of the lawyer who logged into a court hearing via Zoom with a cat filter on? Did you see that? That made my day. Like I watched that video like 5 times. That's been the highlight of my day. That and getting nauseous playing Portal because I'm fucking great at things. I'm living my best life. Yeah, I don't know what you guys have done today. Discovered about yourselves. I discovered that I will never not find it funny when somebody accidentally puts a filter on, like when they're doing serious things. Like there was that like political town hall meeting where some dude had like the kitty filter on too. Like that shit always gets me. I'm not sure if that's a mature thing to find funny, but I really don't care. Yeah, I mean, I'm mature in the ways that matter. I think, like I keep my home clean, except for my tapes. They're everywhere, but like it's clean. I pretending to be a total mess on the internet. I'm actually take moderately decent care of myself. I just don't like to admit that because it's not as funny to me. I think some people like go online and highlight they're like, I'm gonna focus on the best parts of my personality and everybody's gonna really like me. And I just think it's hilarious to be like, what's that like tiny little thing that I wonder like if it makes me bad? And then I'm just like, I'm gonna amplify that and I'm gonna throw that at the internet all fucking day. I'm sure like I have a few friends who are not terribly online, like who happen to follow me on Twitter. And I always wonder, I'm like, oh God, you know me because we worked together 6 years ago. What do you think of this? Like, I can't imagine it's, I think also maybe they know me well enough to know that I'm kind of being a goof, but like, oh. Yeah. Most of Twitter is worth ignoring, Anthony. It just so happens that the guy who like logged onto Zoom today as a cat, that was worth paying attention to. It's also like only like a 40-second video, so even if it's not that funny to you, like you can spend less than a minute to find out. Hell, you can even mute my ass, go look that up, and come back. I probably won't say anything important in the 45 seconds it'll take you. Like, woo. So again, we are listening to Popular Monitress by Wobbly on Hausu Mountain. It's their, I think it's not the label's newest release. Their newest one is a live cassette by Good Will Smith. But this is a very recent release from this label. All the same, really just kind of crumbly, itchy. I don't know. This sounds like my thought process. I didn't even have a second coffee today. This is just me. I had my morning coffee at like 8:30. I usually would have another one in the afternoon or sometimes at like 5 or 6 if I really want to be chaotic. But like I'm trying to get back on a regular sleep schedule because I've been staying up till like 1 a.m. lately and not living my best life doing that. I mean, I'm having fun, but I'm hoping that if I don't drink a second coffee today, maybe I can sleep by like 11:30 or midnight. I don't know why. Like, does it matter? I'm not doing anything. What is time? Yeah, exactly. The lawyer guy with the cat face is great. I guess the whole fucking cat face, and it's just I think my favorite thing is he's like, I'm cool with continuing the hearing like this if you're cool with it. And they're like, no, you need to fix that. like dude is just ready to do the rest of his hearing with the cat filter on because he doesn't know how to fix it. No, went down the wrong pipe. I guess it would be good for my YouTube channel's legacy if I died by choking on liquid, but I wouldn't get to reap the benefits personally, would I? Also, I really don't give a fuck about YouTube. It's something to do, I guess. I don't know. This is what I do. I'm just like looking around my room like, what's this? Amber, I think you should tell your therapist you're skipping your appointment. Like this is like some itchy and scratchy show shit. But like you have an appointment with your therapist at like 8 p.m. or some shit, dude. Like, for one, that sounds whack. 2, I won't disclose anything personal, but from what I've gathered, your therapist is whack. Fuck that. Like, let's like lose our minds. You should like shotgun your non-alcoholic beer with me. Don't shotgun anything. That's not a good feeling. Ugh. Like as if on command, I'm like I get like the painful burn just thinking about that. I mean that's fair. I guess it's good that your therapist is free at such a late hour. Hell yeah, crushing the yerba mate, the guayaki shit. Like or a different one. We used to have punk shows at the Guayaki Yerba Mate Bar in Sebastopol, California. I would say like Kowloon Walled City played there fucking over a decade ago. Oh, Yacht Chalk Organic. I've never even heard of that. That sounds exotic and delicious. So we love a mate, and we support you in your sobriety quest. And for those not aware, Amber, who is obviously being a dear and trying to skip therapy in exchange for hanging out here on this bullshit, Amber is going to be co-hosting with me on Valentine's Day this Sunday. We're going to talk about the horrors of trying to connect with other people. I guess maybe there's good stories too, but that's not funny. It's funny when we talk about bad experiences and disappointments that we've had, right? I guess. Is that how that works? I think that's how that works. But yeah, so Amber is probably funnier than me, is definitely more charismatic than me. So, you should come join to see Amber, if not to see me. Although I feel like most of the other people that are watching this live lives that are full of like obligations and love. So you'll be too busy like smooching someone on Valentine's Day. I know you all will. But you should smooch them and make them watch this. It'll be like double the viewers without doubling my viewer count. It'll be great. The less therapy, the more wild Sunday will be. Come out of the darkest depths of my brain. Yes. But like, because I'm not allowed to talk about the problems I've had because everybody knows everybody I've dated. Like, so I don't do that. Like I don't have mean things to say. I have unhappy things to say, but that's I don't want to get real. I like chaos and laughter. Fuck that. And then the people that like actually like. I mean, there was someone I dated forever ago, like a long time ago, went to jail for attacking me and shit. But that's not funny. That's just kind of like people like, oh, I'm so sorry. And it's like, oh yeah, but like also, it's kind of funny now because it's like a long time after the fact. But I already ruined the story. I've already told it to you now. There we go. I literally, fuck. Yeah, I ruined it. The only good story I could share. You can do self-care on Valentine's Day with us. I mean, also, I will say, even real dating experiences are chaos and laughter. So yes. To be fair, I'll also say, even like, obviously, I spent most of the last 5 years in a thrilling in a long-term relationship, and Valentine's Day was never really that big of a fucking deal, even when I was with somebody that like was a long-term thing. It's kind of a fucking joke, and yeah. In New Jersey just to come to New York to make Cuomo happy. You can, go eat like fucking, I don't know, hot wings or some shit. It's a goddamn joke. I can't believe that. I'm not a statistician. I don't I'm not a virologist. I have a friend that is like. I have a friend that actually studies this shit for a living and is like a scientist. I'm still qualified to say it is a really bad idea to watch numbers rise and open fucking indoor dining as numbers rise. I have so many people I love that work in restaurants and bars, and it makes me furious. It is like if you want a nice romantic dinner or a nice dinner, I mean, romance can be with just yourself. If you want a nice romantic dinner and you don't want to cook, get takeout. Support a restaurant, and don't dine in. Don't hurt yourself. Don't hurt anybody else. Don't be a fucking idiot. If you're sitting here on a Tuesday night watching me talk into my computer, you probably already are well enough on the level. Amber, the fancy YouTube influencer fairy light, they're Christmas lights. I don't like the bright light overhead. But also you can't keep 6 foot distance from me. I don't trust you. I don't know where you've been. You've been riding motorcycles and like roller skating in the chaos lands. It's not legal. But yeah, I guess actually, if you come to New York and you go to like a famous pizzeria and make out with the chef, then it's legal, and then you can come to my room and use the lights. Your room is cleaner than mine anyway, dude. Like, you'll be fine. Kira, I'm so delighted you're here. How's life treating you? You still enjoying big city living? Olaf, what's up? It's good to see you. You're always up so fucking late, dude. It's like 1 a.m. where you are, right? Or 2 a.m. even. I don't even know how you do it. I turn into a pumpkin past midnight, personally. But that's kind of cool to see. To be fair, like if we were doing this past midnight and it turned into a pumpkin, I feel like I would go viral. It would be great. Hell yeah. New people dropping in. I'm just gonna keep promoting this tape every time new people come in, because for once I'm actually playing a tape and not just talking and not having a co-host. Although co-hosts are always a lovely diversion. This is Wobbly. The tape is called Popular Monitress. There you go. You can read that well enough. And it's from Hausu Mountain, a wonderful experimental music label out of Chicago, run by 2/3 of the band Good Will Smith, my friends Doug and Max. They are sweethearts who celebrate the strangest things in the world. Kira, you and your roommates just got your food. Hell, you're putting on. It's Tuesday night. You better be putting on corpse paint. Tell me about your favorite food. And Olaf, congratulations! You're 20. Congratulations, my friend. I'm trying to remember. I mean, and it's not like 20 was that long ago, but like I'm trying to remember specifically what 20 was like for me in my life. I feel like entering my 20s, like a lot of doors opened in the world. A lot of things beautiful and scary. I mean, of course, there's just more of everything as you enter adulthood and become more independent. So I'm really excited for you. I hope that the heavy liquor treats you well. I feel like you've got a few years before heavy liquor will make you filled with regret. And not working is awesome. I don't work ever, and I appreciate every day. Although, to be fair, I'd like to work again now. I'm sick of it. It's been 2 fucking years. Cheese steak and a salty anchovy pizza. Hell yeah. I want you to live your sodium dreams, Kira. Because salt is like the best thing in the universe. Hell yeah, it does. That sounds incredible. I'm vegan and I still appreciate that. Oh, I'm vegan. I need to stop fucking talking about being vegan. It's so obnoxious. It's just my way of saying those are foods. I was never a cheesesteak person, but fish, I love fish. So I just want you to know that you're eating that on my behalf tonight. Those anchovies. Thank you for eating those. And hell yeah, gin and tonic is wonderful. That's really good. I think at this point, most of my favorite liquor, I really like a nice vodka, which sounds weird. There's this Russian thing that they do where they is I'm gonna mispronounce it, but it's called like Krenu vodka. It's horseradish vodka. What is the word? Infuse is wrong. It is infused, but basically they let horseradish just sit in a vodka for a long time, and then eventually the vodka tastes like horseradish. I used to go to this Russian restaurant, and you just get like a bunch of like potatoes basically, and horseradish vodka, and it was amazing. It's definitely something to drink with a meal, but like, oh, I haven't been able to go have horseradish vodka in such a long time because the world is shut down. And I'm not making that at home. I'm not going to do it the same, like I'm going to trust somebody that barely speaks English to make that for me. My wild Russian friends in Manhattan who are probably, doing seedy things in the back room of their business, disappearing people and shit. And I'm not saying that as like a stereotype. The place that I go to get that, it is one of the seediest fucking places I've ever been. I'm not going to name it because they'll find me and disappear me, but it's like in the theater district in Manhattan, and it is so fucking sketchy. I went there actually 2 Valentine's Days ago before seeing Bauhaus play. Went and drank a shitload of horseradish vodka, and it was like one of the last nights out I had before I got sick. Actually, I was very sick that night too, but I like pulled through. I was like, sneaking to the bathroom to shit blood and throw up and stuff, but it was wonderful. Garlic vodka. Yeah, garlic vodka is great too. And yeah, it is an infusion technically, but the amount of horseradish to the thing makes it feel like it's more than infused. It's like the two are like bound together. Hey, Departure Chandelier Records on vinyl. That's exciting. That artist has attracted a lot of controversy at this point, and I honestly can't quite pin it down myself. So I loved that the first demo. It was one of the first things I ever wrote about on my blog. It was one of the first tapes I bought when I started getting back into black metal. I was never out of it, but I wasn't following it because I wasn't online. It was hard to follow black metal if you're not on the internet. So like in 2011, I think I heard Departure Chandelier, and I got really into it. But I've heard some things that I didn't like so much about what the artist was doing, and then I've seen some people say that that's bullshit. So I don't know. Like people I trust say that that's bullshit. So it's not an artist that I'm covering, but because like to be honest, a lot of that shit was going on when I was a very sick person, and the last thing I was gonna do while I was like living in the fucking hospital was like Google, that stuff. Like they're not Nazis, but I think that they're like maybe tolerant of things that they shouldn't be, or something. I don't fucking know. But anyway, yeah. Waiting for records to come in the mail is one of the most exhilarating things. I'm going to show you. Some of my new records that have come in. I used to open my mail on these, and I felt like a fucking influencer, so I stopped doing that. So I recently got this. is Ganser. How do we pronounce that? Is it like the answer to a question with a G in front of it, or is it Ganser with like a Z sound? I know at least one person here listens to the band if Kaylee's still tuned in. So maybe Kaylee knows because she's more clued in than I am. But they are fantastic. I hate the term post-punk at this point because it's come to mean too many big things. They don't sound like Joy Division. They're I feel like they probably like The Fall as much as I do. I don't know. They're fucking killer though. Yeah, my ex used to roast me all the time for forgetting their name and asking about the Museum Furniture, whatever band. That's fair though. They on their record they got Napoleon sleeping, ready to like rise from the dead or whatever. And I got the new Ruins of Beverest double LP. Double LP? Triple LP? Who fucking knows? I don't own a turntable. I'm just getting these for the day when I can finally play my records again. And the Ruins of Beverest has been like my favorite black metal band since I first heard them in like 2005. 2005. And I've loved everything they've done since. I didn't like Exuvia as much, and I didn't like the Takadum Tutum EP, but everything else I've loved. I love the Ruins of Beverest so much. And this new one is especially good. And then finally, I got Pumpkin Witch. Pumpkin Witch. Look at that. My friend Garrett put me onto this band years ago. And it was always like on these little limited run cassettes that would sell out immediately. And I could never get it. Like, I mean, I'd download on Bandcamp, the digital, but like, I finally own a Pumpkin Witch thing. Their most recent one, it is called The Final Strike of the Pumpkin Witch. Really cool dungeon synth shit. Look at that. Look at that. I'm not even letting the label know because I'm not mad because I don't buy these things to like resell them or display them. But look at that. Look at that. That is like, when that came in the mail, I seriously thought that the record was going to be broken because it's so fucking bent. But it's not. It's just the sleeve, and that's fine with me. I'm glad it happened to me and not somebody that would like demand a fucking refund or anything. Look at this. This is so cool. I love a Pumpkin Witch. The Disgraced Scientist. Oh, I don't know which one I am, actually. There's the Disgraced Scientist, the Vampire Tyrant. Ooh. Who we got here? I can't read that. Haunter of Darkened Forests. I think that's me. I'm the Haunter of Darkened Forests. That's spooky. I like that. That's goth shit. Yeah. That's cool as fuck. And I do not know Comet is coming. I don't listen to a lot of jazz. I enjoy jazz music. Like growing up, I used to go to jazz shows with my father. It was like one of the only things I could do where we didn't fight. So I like the Mahavishnu Orchestra. I like Naked City. I like a lot of like the fucked up free jazz stuff. And not like because it's cool and weird, but just like that is on a level that I hang out on. I love Sun Ra. I like Alice Coltrane. I like John Coltrane. I like Pharaoh Saunders or Sanders. I don't fucking know. But like I have very few deep cut jazz things that I know about and listen to. It's all very predictable. Oh yeah, you're like a record store type person, like because I am such a fucking cliche. Like I've worked in record stores, bookstores, and radio, and I write about music like in coffee shops. Like any box that you could tick for like an insufferable music person, I think I could tick, and that's honestly though. That's probably why I'd like to think I'm less insufferable, is because I've worked with all of those fucking people and I cannot stand them. And so I try not to be like that. Like I'm geeky, but god damn. Somewhere along the way, I think a lot of those people forgot that you're supposed to enjoy yourself too. And Chris, yeah, it's been a good time for jazz. And the Sun Ra Orchestra, I mean, yeah, Sun Ra is, I mean, there are a lot of musicians I really admire, but like Sun Ra is an actual like hero of mine. The things that man did. Oh, I fucking love Sun Ra. What a not just a visionary artist, but thinker. In so many contexts. Like that dude, I think almost kind of like a guide on like you can be radical and revolutionary without making it a gimmick or even just like you're wearing your sleeve. It's just who you are. It's the energy you carry. It's what you put forth in the world. Sun Ra is a role model, I think, for a lot of people. It's not radio jazz. I mean, I'm going to look this up. I trust you. I'm gonna check it out. You said it's epic. It's atmospheric. I mean, to be fair, if you haven't looked at the Mahavishnu Orchestra, who I mentioned, they're like kind of like, I hate the fucking term fusion because that implies that I don't know what that implies, but I don't like it. But like they were kind of a weird jazz rock band from the early '70s. I'd like to think they're atmospheric. What the fuck is atmospheric though? And I'm not saying that as a jab at you. I don't know what anything means anymore because I think too much about it. And jazz does rip. I just don't have a lot of like in-depth knowledge. And okay, I don't know what that is, Olaf. I don't. For somebody who is on YouTube, I don't actually know a lot about these things. Draw My Life, guys, and Olaf. I know that you'll tell me too, but does anybody else here know what a Draw My Life video is? And yes, I did listen to that folk song you sent me. I forget the name of it, but yeah, it was. It felt like laying back in like a fucking a field with your eyes closed, man. It was very very. It was a very visual experience, if that makes sense. That folk song. It felt like being outside, like being out in it. Which, given that I'm sitting in an apartment in New York, that was really cool. So thank you. I do try. I try to listen to things that people send me on here, and I appreciate every one of you guys. So yeah, and Chris, let's see. I think you and I are the only people over the age of 30 in here tonight. So I'm hoping. I think Kaylee's watching this while she's working. Kaylee is as internet poisoned as I am. And may, and that's not an insult. Unless you want it to be, I will insult you if you'd like. I feel like she may know what that is, even if it's not something that she's like versed in. But yeah, Draw My Life. I'm gonna look this up. I love that I opened my phone's browser and it's just a picture of Paddington because I've just been Googling Paddington the bear. Draw My Life. Okay, what is Draw My Life? A type of internet video in which the author narrates their life history, set to a fast motion video of the author drawing illustrations on a whiteboard of key figures and events in their life. Often the videos reveal previously hidden, upsetting, or unfortunate histories or stories, and then the author thanking the audience for aiding in their success. I'm not successful yet. I can't do that. Oh God, but that would be so funny. Okay, I should find a way to do this because I cannot draw for shit, but I love to draw. Somewhere around here, I reorganized things to make my room cleaner, and I don't remember where they are, but like, I don't know if you know, like in October, every year somebody will do like this thing called Drawloween, and you're supposed to like draw different spooky prompts every day in the month of October. I tried doing it in like 2015 maybe, and I like drew like a goblin and like the devil and shit. And it was horrible, but I had so much fun, and I found those drawings again, and I was like so happy to see them. I loved them. Those goofy little guys. So maybe I'll draw my life. But you're very much overestimating my ability to make something interesting. But I'm flattered. Uh, maybe I'll pay somebody to draw my life for me. I'll give them the story. I'll be like, okay, here's the audio narration. You draw it. Do I know any artists? I mean, I know a shitload of artists. I should see if Becky Cloonan will do it for me. She won't. I can't afford her, but I know her. Like actually know her, not like internet know her. That would make me happiest because I love that she does things that are both like grotesque and also adorable. Her partner Michael I've known for like 15 years. I really want to get him to do album art for me. Maybe that'll actually happen though. That's actually realistic. Let's see. I don't want to do another Housey Mountain tape. I mean, I do want to do another Housey Mountain tape, but I'm gonna switch gears because that's what we do. Sometimes it's nice to change it up. I am making this song up as I go. I really don't know what but I'm trying to make it fun. Oh goodness. Let's see. Yeah. You ever had your Razzle blasted? We're gonna blast some Razzles tonight with a Razzle Blaster, the perfect pink. I got tape number 11 of 50. This band, and you can tell I've never actually played the cassette. I've had this for years. This is a dear friend of mine's band. Because I listen to this digitally usually, but for you, dear friends, this is never going to reseal. I'm going to ruin this perfect packaging. Yeah, that's okay. So we are opening this up. My friend Tommy was in Razzle Blaster. Tommy has been in so many bands that have meant so much to me over the years. He's now in a band with Justin from The Locust, which is just insane to me. But Tommy, if anybody deserves it, he is one of the few. But I remember when he was starting this band and they were looking for a singer, I want to say, they posted a thing saying that they were influenced by The Locust, among other things. I think it was like for fans of The Locust and Blink-182 and Mr. Bungle were the three that they listed. So I don't like Mr. Bungle. I love Mr. Bungle. I don't like Blink-182. That was never my thing. But I like the other shit. Yes. Blue Goo, the song is called. And yeah, I've had a lot of life experiences, but I think everybody's had a lot of life experiences. It's just a matter of how closely you're willing to examine it. Oh, I have my water right here. I love music. Chris, you are a champion. I think there's more to it than you're making it out to be. I think that's the thing. I find a lot of fascination in the mundane. I like to talk about their passions. If you've seen any of the interviews I've done, maybe you've seen I like I like pulling out like the human experience. I think that there's a lot more going on, even in boring times, than we give credit for. Um, obviously, I've been indoors for about a year mostly, and I've had a lot of experiences during that time. I think we all have. It's just a matter of how you sift through it. Have I watched any good shows lately? I've been watching an anime very slowly. I'm very fidgety, so I can only watch an episode at a time. It's called Parasite the Maxim. It's really cool. My friend Tuya put me onto it. It's kind of gross. It's kind of neat. I like it. I don't know a lot about anime. Again, like it's something I like, but everything I've seen is like big name shit. So this is like one of the first not famous ones I've seen. Maybe it is famous. I have no idea. And yeah, you are a successful nerd, but also I think it's interesting to be successful in the realms that you're successful in. It's not things that make sense to me. I think when something is familiar to us, it's really easy to write it off. Like, I don't think it's that interesting to be a writer. I don't think it's that interesting to listen to music and know about music. I think that's pretty fucking boring. But that's because it's what I know. It's something that I am so intimately familiar with that I have made it mundane. But to other people, perhaps that's still interesting. I don't know. So that's at least the point I've come to with it, you know. This band is so fun. This is also a really short tape. It doesn't have my favorite song that there's on it, but that's okay. I'll forgive it. Like, this is so old. It's got their MySpace address on the packaging. You know, and that is a fair point. I also think, like, for people like me, and I think maybe a number of you watching, I have an intellectual curiosity about the internal experiences of others. I like hearing what makes us tick. If you talk to me about your passion, that I'm going to think that's cool as hell, because I like seeing people get animated about their passions. I like learning things about people. I don't believe that my way of navigating the world is the only way there is, and as a consequence of that, it's really cool to learn about the way others do. Yeah, obviously not everybody's going to function that way. Some people really only want to like stay in their fucking lane. I don't know how to stay in my lane. I want to hear about everybody else's lanes too. Fucking tell me, teach me. But yeah, you know, I get it. I also do think that perhaps because I've followed a very unconventional path in life, even though I haven't really done a lot by my standard, I think I have a lot of interesting stories, or enough to at least entertain others. I'm sure if you lived with me day to day, you would have a very different perspective of it, because we run out of stories to tell. I think, you know, it's why sometimes people are really interesting and exciting when you first meet them, and they can impress you with, you know, their 15 tales of excitement, and then you realize over time that those 15 events or whatever are kind of what they've boiled down their personality to. Their little, you know, this is the universe that they're willing to share with you. Those are the stories that they have to tell. Those are the defining experiences that they've had. And that's not a good or bad thing. It just is what it is, and maybe it's small. So I don't know. Yeah, I could draw my life maybe, but I'll also maybe see if I can find a way to make it more interesting than if I were drawing. Because I'm gonna watch a couple Draw My Life videos and see how that plays out. But like, I also like that it says like, oh, they thank the audience for their success. It's like, I don't have any success. I'm happy. Actually, that's a success. I'm a happy person. I'm miserable too. I fucking hate everything. Like unironically, I have a very wretched outlook on the world. But my life is self-contained and satisfactory. But yeah, I do like that the Draw My Life thing is often reserved for people who are like successful, and it's through YouTube or whatever. Yeah, I mean, I definitely have life experiences that I haven't really shared on here because why would I? Yeah, I can relate to that, Olaf. I spent a lot of time there, as you know. I'm sorry that you understand that. I hope that you're feeling well now. It's really stressful to be a sick person, isn't it? Even if you're getting good care, it just sucks. You want to you want to have a different experience of the world, right? You want to be able to be young and have fun and just go do shit. Oh, I'm very glad that you're not sick. I'm not glad that you had accidents, though. Accidents suck ass. Yeah. I'm glad that that is a part of your past. Truly. At least one person tuned in, and again, may not be tuned in anymore, but at least one person watching this that I know of has spent a considerable amount of time in the hospital. And you know, that's, I think it's also a more common experience than a lot of us realize to be sick for or injured or hospitalized for a considerable amount of time at some point in life. But it's still not fun, and it marks you in a way. Yeah, fuck that. It's good to be out in the world living when we can. So yeah, I mean, this is a pretty quick, short tape. Flip it over, rip it up, and start again. But yeah, boy, where was I? Where am I? Where am I going? This is not my beautiful house. This is not my beautiful life. So again, we're listening to Razzle Blaster's Perfect Pink cassette. My sweet babies. I haven't seen Tommy in like a decade. That's fucked up. I talk about him from time to time on here. Somewhere around here, I have a drawing he made me of the Kool-Aid freaking out. So sometimes even the Kool-Aid has a bad trip, you know? Yeah, he also has a band called the Manx, who are really good. What? Too many bands. I can't brain anymore. Please ask me a Star Wars question. I will admit that I don't know much about Star Wars, but yeah, Asgarth, let's fucking do this. I actually like when I don't know anything about a question. I mean, I've seen Star Wars, but yeah, hell yeah. I don't even know who shot first, you know? Like, this just made my whole night. Like, I'm about to get asked about Star Wars. Like, I feel like a YouTube personality now. I'm getting asked questions like this. I did see The Empire Strikes Back a very long time ago, but I have seen The Empire Strikes Back. That's good. I don't watch movies, so there's a movie I've seen. Hell yeah. I win. I got that question right. Uh, I mean, literally, the last time I saw The Empire Strikes Back, it was probably the 90s. I so, I'm excited to find out here. Hell yeah, here it goes. I feel like I'm being set up for a joke or a troll. Dude, Glup Shido is always my favorite character. How did you know? Hell yeah. Okay. I see the first part of this question. When Vader tells Luke he's his father, and like, I'm assuming you're saying Luke jumps. Do I think Luke was trying to commit suicide or trying to get away, whatever the price? Okay, so literally the last time I saw Star Wars, I was probably under the age of 12. Um, and so through my child lens, because I do remember that scene, it definitely felt like he was trying to get away. Uh, I don't think Homeboy was trying to like die. I think that escape to me at least. You know, maybe it was faith in the Force or whatever the hell it is that he was trying to find a way away. Yeah, I can understand why that would bother you. Yeah, it would be messed up if he was trying to do that. I don't I don't know. I again I haven't seen those movies in probably over 20 years. The last Star Wars movie I saw was The Phantom Menace, and I saw it in theaters. Uh, that's the last time I saw any of them. And I will not give you my opinion on The Phantom Menace because I don't remember. I was 12. But yeah, as a kid, I remember it seeming like he was trying to get away. Oh, shit. Well, thank you. I'm sorry because I realize that I'm almost intentionally messy in how I utilize my social platform, and I don't write as much as I used to. I'd like to write more. I will again soon. I'm struggling technologically with setting up my new website. Uh, well, my new old website. I have the .com back, uh, kind of. I don't know how to get it back. My friend has it. My friend bought it from somebody who was squatting on it, and I don't understand enough about technology to even figure out how to get my website transferred from her. She knows how, uh, but I'm not good at my end of it. So thank you for being involved and being around. Yeah, Black Metal and Brews site, like blackmetalbrews.com. It's been on. I used to have it as blackmetalbrews.com, and I've been back on Blogspot for a couple of years now because of a very long, complicated story that isn't fun to tell. It mostly has to do with me not knowing how to use the internet. Like for somebody that runs a website, I'm a complete luddite, uh, and I truly have no idea how to do anything. But so I will have I will have the website back soon. I hope. I really hope. Because I've like got shit I want to write about. I've got shit I want to publish, and I don't want to publish it on a site I'm trying to leave behind. Well, thank you for the congratulations. This is entirely the doing of a friend of mine who knows more than I do. And shout out to Amanda, who never watches these, but is a legend who puts up with way more of my shit than she should, and has been for years and years and years. So, whenever I figure out how to actually get my website back from her, which is not like she's holding a hostage. Again, I just don't know how to accept the transfer and get it hosted. Yeah, once I figure that out, it'll be a matter of building a site again, which I don't know how to do, so it may take a minute. But I'll build the site and start posting again, I guess. How do you web design? I don't fucking know. I'll figure it out. Maybe it'll look like bare bones and shitty, but like we're coming here for the words, not the visuals, right? Yeah, I didn't shutter it on purpose. It literally so as a friend had been helping me host it to begin with, and he was like, "Okay, I need you to take over," and I couldn't figure out how to take over. And when I was trying to do that, somebody else bought the domain the second it went up for sale, and so I lost it. So then I started a different website with a different name for like a year. I got angry about that. Didn't do much with that. And I've been on blackmetalbrews.blogspot.com since. But I've been doing a lot less with it because it kind of felt like retreating back into some sort of defeat. I didn't really enjoy that experience much. I always have some nice black metal recommendations I love. Today I got an email about a band called Outer Darkness from Brooklyn. I enjoyed that. I listened to the album. It just came out like 2 weeks ago, maybe. I thought it was quite nice. I recently got my hands on a copy of She by Sadness Saturn, which came out a very long time ago. I want to say maybe 12 years ago, 10 years ago. I don't know. What is time? I highly recommend listening to that. It's somewhere right around here, but I don't know exactly where. Let's see, and what else? And, Glossolalia. I had this downloaded for years because it was out of print, but I found this in a local record store. Very happy. Record shop in my neighborhood called Deep Cuts. It's also where I got the Sadness Saturn tape. It's literally, the shop is like 2 blocks from my apartment. This tape, Glossolalia, it's part of the rhinoceros community. Golden the Throat is the name of the tape. It's fucking amazing. Oh, this is a Crepusculo Negro tape. Crepusculo Negro and Rhinoceros are kind of interchangeable, so forgive me for that slip up. They would like put out compilations with bands from each other's communities. So that shit's super cool. I mean, that Glossolalia tape again. Those are all old things except for that Outer Darkness thing I just mentioned. But that stuff's all worth your time. There's this newer artist. I don't know how or where you'll find it. Maybe some assholes uploaded it to the internet by now. This is called Gauntlet Ring. Gauntlet Ring has 5 tapes now, and they're all really fucking good. I think it's only on cassette, and I don't think you can order it online. I'm not doing that as like a brag. It's just actually really good. So Olav, I will type type it in at you. So Outer Darkness, you got right. Sadness, she by Sadness Saturn, like a woman, and Glossolalia. There we are, like that. Um, those are what I've been listening to. The one I just came across today, and the other two are tapes that I've been listening to because I got them at the store around the corner. And then Gauntlet Ring should be pretty easy. In fact, I'm gonna take a moment and look up. I bet somebody has already. Nope, Gauntlet Ring isn't streaming online yet, but I have a feeling it will be eventually. And the artist doesn't want that, but like that's just how the internet is, and I know it. So just keep that name in mind. It'll be worth it eventually, I assure you. What else? What other black metal have I been listening to? I'm like looking at my tapes for recently played cassettes. Oh yeah, this one's cool as fuck. Let's put it on, huh? Doldrum. Doldrum. The Knocking. It's just a 2-track demo. It's fucking kind of unconventional, kind of like Vedwin's Ende, if you remember them, which I imagine you do. But not entirely like that either. Yeah, this is cool shit. This just came out like late last year, maybe November, December. Does it say? Of course it doesn't say. Are you a man who knocks at the doorways of the earth? Can you hear that all right? Let me know. Hell yeah, black metal is different. Yeah. Thanks for being here. You're pulling a late night, man. Glad to have you. So I think like really interesting, like guitar, really interesting. Like everything about this is interesting to me. Honestly, it's rather unconventional while still kind of traditional. Well, thank you. I'm glad that you're here. It means a lot to me, like truly. You're very consistent in watching these, and if you don't have lectures, so much the better. What's your course of study? What are you in school for? I sometimes think about going back to school, but I don't often. Holy shit, that's my mom. Hi, Mom. You're studying history. That's really cool, man. That's a. I think the humanities are often an overlooked path in life that, like, I find it really rewarding and beautiful to study. A lot of people have kind of come to devalue that. And I think that's a real shame. So, now that my mom is here, we have to hide the booze. Well, I guess there's no more in the bottle, so we're good. Uh, I thought it'd be fun to have a little beer and hang out night. Your mom. Uh, Everybody's saying hi, Ben's mom. Fellow history major. Oh, Kira, I didn't know you majored in history. Light it up, dude. So, for context, my mom has 29 years sobriety now. You're coming up on 29 this year, right? So but we're good. We've been to bars together and stuff, and also we're fully aware that my indulgences are not terribly reckless. Because also, I mean, it's nice to have a beer. Like, I don't know about you guys, but like, I know that some people last year were saying they were drinking so much more. Like, I'm in quarantine, I have nothing to do but drink alcohol. But for me, it was kind of like, well, why on earth would I drink? I'm not with my friends. I'm not like out at a concert. I lost so much weight. I didn't drink like at all last year, except that I pretty much only drink when I'm on YouTube now because that's the name of the channel. Uh, yeah, yeah, hell yeah. That is it. Is it June 1st your sobriety date or May or the last day of May? I always forget. Um, yeah, coming up this spring, my mom is 29 years clean and sober. Hell yeah, mom. At least most of the people watching this haven't even been alive for 29 years. That's fucking monumental, and I like that's a true accomplishment. There's so much. I mean, I know also it's just like, well, you just every day you wake up and you don't use, drink, etc. But it's more than that too. June 1st, 1992. Hell yeah. Much respect. That is fantastic. Truly. I think my roommate is hammering things into place, so bear with me. At first, I thought that was a quiet down, but I don't think it is now. Uh, I hope everything's okay. I don't care. It doesn't bother me, but I hope I'm not bothering anybody. I always want to be respectful. Like living with other people, I'm very aware that this is a noisy thing and these walls are thin. Either way, yeah, that was cool as hell. Mom was when she got clean, and that's really something. Uh, I mean, I don't personally have a destructive relationship with much of anything other than my own self, but you know, what a big decision to make. What a big life change. You've been alive 20 years. You had some near death. Some people can't. Oh, geez, yeah. It sounds like you've been through a lot, bud. I'm glad that you just turned 20 though. Like it's exciting. So Mom, our friend Olav lives in Norway, right? And it's like 3 a.m. there now. Buddy's hanging out late with us. Whereas I'm going to go to bed the second this is done because I'm on your bedtime schedule, Mom. Like 11 p.m. is kind of my cutoff. Yeah, so again, we're listening to Doldrum with The Knocking. Just 2-song tape. I think it's pretty cool. And also because I'm almost out of beer, I figure after this tape we will wind it down. Well, I'm glad you haven't been in any car crashes. I've been hit by cars on my bicycle a couple times because oh, I'm not the smartest. And also neither are the drivers, to be fair. Woo! Listen to that. That sure is nice. So Let's see. Did anybody else have any other big questions for me? Because when this is gone, I'm gonna dip out too and have a glass of water and maybe read a book and unwind for the night before bed. I like that Star Wars question. I like that people are asking me weird questions about things that I don't think about. Like, take me out of my comfort zone. Let's talk. Let's learn things. Let's grow together. Let's dive through the cosmic mysteries, as it were, or not. I mean, it doesn't really matter, does it? I would like a Zelda question, but so would my mom. Mom, you got to help answer a Zelda question. Kira is going to ask us a Zelda question. Jesus, Olaf. You shattered your elbow. Yeah. Oh my god, dude. That sounds so good. I've never broken a bone. I've had like everything else go wrong with my horrible little body, but like so far, I've not broken a bone. I lost part of a tooth on a eating a jawbreaker when I was a kid. I know Mom remembers that because I was with Mom when that happened. But that's about it for me. With that Marilyn Manson stuff, I saw the testimony years ago. I believe her. I'm fully aware, and you know that how much of a fan I was as a teenager, Mom. But that woman stands to gain nothing by throwing out misinformation about him, especially because she'd already she'd put into action to get laws put into place to protect victims of assault, victims of abuse. And I think in naming him, it was kind of everybody already kind of knew. And it's really sad and it's really dark. It's also very clear. He's made no secret in the press that he doesn't treat women well. If you read interviews with him, he's made it pretty obvious that he has serious drug use issues, and he has serious. He's got a distortion of reality. I mean, it's very clear the man thinks that he's some sort of god. I mean, I don't think literally, but he's. I think that he's got that I'm invincible, I can treat other people like objects thing. And yeah, I remember because Dad wasn't going to let me have that stuff, so I bought Marilyn Manson CDs with you. That shit meant so much to me 20 years ago. But I think since a few years, I mean, for one, I haven't followed his career in a long time. But good night, Olaf. Thank you so much for being here. We'll talk soon, bud. But I want to say it was like 2 or 3 years ago when Evan Rachel Wood came out, in that press conference, and she didn't name him, but it was clear who she was talking about. Ever since that was known, I haven't been able to enjoy his music. I'm not going to put that on. It doesn't make me feel good. I don't need to revisit those high school feelings anyway, but especially not knowing the kind of person that makes that. I don't want to support him. I don't want any part in that. I don't think that I'm a saint, but I don't think that I'm a bad person. And I don't want to actively contribute to the success of a person who I think makes the world a worse place by being who they are. And I think that, you're like, oh, he's a scummy guy. He's abusing his power. Of course he's going to do that. But it's like, yeah, but no, it's not an acceptable answer. Reznor's lead. Trent Reznor was also never that kind of a person. But yeah, Trent Reznor got sober. Trent Reznor actually worked on himself. Trent Reznor looked at the person he'd become, didn't like what he saw, and he made a lot of strides to become a healthier, more well-rounded person who, I really, really like who I see in Trent Reznor now. He's been one of my heroes for my entire life, obviously. Fucking love the guy. Nine Inch Nails, also a way better band than Marilyn Manson has ever been. Like, the worst Nine Inch Nails is better than the best of Manson anyway, so fuck it, But even if Manson was making the best records ever, it wouldn't matter. Fuck that guy. And so, Kira, Majora's Mask is like the only one I haven't played. Or it's one of the only ones I haven't played. There's a couple I haven't played. But who hurt the moon? And why does he snarl and crash? Oh my god. I'm going to say the moon went through a really shitty breakup with the other moon from the Mighty Boosh. So the moon in Majora's Mask is a different moon from the Boosh. And the Boosh moon broke Majora's Mask moon's heart. And that's why everything gets set into motion. Because I know the general premise of that game is like, you're on a moon timer and shit's going bad. So that's my thoughts, Kira. Null fielding the moon hurt the Majora moon, and thus Link has to fix shit. Yeah, I mean, Mom, I'm glad. I've seen a number of people come out in support of Marilyn Manson and all that shit, and it's like, I don't know, I don't put people on a pedestal. There's a lot of people that make art that moves me. But, if I found out tomorrow that Robert Smith had been beating the shit out of his wife for their entire marriage, I wouldn't enjoy The Cure the way I had. It wouldn't matter to me what their art has been or what it's done for me. Because the context for my enjoyment would have shifted. I can't separate the art from the artist. I know a lot of people take pride in that. I'm going to separate the art from the artist. But what that really means is you're ignoring the context of the art. I can't enjoy that. Maybe somebody else can. And I'm not going to tell anybody else what to do. I think that there are also bigger fights to pick than what art you personally consume in your private time. For me personally, though, I'm a person who works in the world of music. It's important for me that if I'm telling you about music that you should listen to, that I'm not going to support bad people. That I'm not going to support people that would harm you. Because a lot of people who listen to me and trust me are people who've survived domestic violence, who've survived and endured so many other painful things, racism, bigotry, transphobia. It's important to me that the art that I would recommend to them is art that would nourish them as a listener, as a human being. There's so much good art out there in the world. We don't need to have a complicated relationship with the art made by a demon. Fuck that. I can discard that and find a dozen other things where I'm not supporting somebody who has terrorized another human being for nothing other than their own sadistic joy. I've been abused by other people. I would never want to uphold the work of an abuser. There's no positive end game to that. And with that, our tape is ended. Our beer is ended. Thank you, Mom. I'm proud of you too, for different reasons, obviously. For those wondering, Spider-Ben, in 1989, a band called The Cure put out a record called Disintegration. It had a song called Lullaby on it, which is about the Spider-Man. And as a proper goth from the age of 2 on, that was my favorite fucking song. It's still a great song. So I was obsessed with Lullaby, the song about the Spider-Man coming in the night. And I'm still obsessed with that song. I mean, I'm still obsessed with Disintegration as a whole. The entire record is just massive. It deserves every bit of praise that it's ever received. So that's why my mom was calling me that. Also, I climb shit a lot. Too much. Lost my first tooth falling out of a tree. Which, again, Mom was there for that. Anyway, thank you all so much for being here. Again, on Sunday, Valentine's Day, I don't know what time yet. I got to coordinate with Amber, our friend who's going to co-host with me. On Sunday night, we're going to do a Valentine's stream. We're going to talk about romantic mistakes and other fun things. So if you are lonely or not lonely and you want somewhere to be on a holiday that has been commodified as this like romantic pillar, and you want something to do and, feel like you're just having a drink with a friend, we can do that. It'll be fun. I will not be disparaging or speaking of any of my personal dating history because I don't wish to do that. But Amber's got some fun stories to tell us, I guess. And then maybe somebody else will join in. I don't know. These things are always very free form. It's just nice to connect with you all. So with that in mind, I'm going to update below the description with the names of the tapes that we played. And there's links to my social media and stuff if you're not already following, but I think everybody who's in here already is. So take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Remember, there's a pandemic going on. Don't be an idiot. Don't take risks that you don't need to take. We're so close. Vaccines are getting distributed. Look out for yourself, look out for your community, and I don't know. Bill and Ted said it best, be excellent to each other. Hell yeah. See you soon.